friends, welcome back to Mom's channel. It is September the 23rd and we're just starting the vlog. Oh wait, no, it's March the 23rd, sorry. Something happened on September the 23rd last year, so I was thinking of that. And anyways, we're starting off the vlog. We just had some breakfast, and Leland and I have been catching up on our reading because we were out yesterday. We are doing some cleaning of the kitchen. If you can see behind me, hold on a sec, I'm trying to scoot you over. I have a few dishes, well, along with a few dishes, about to get my dishes out of the dishwasher so that she can put her dishes in. I have a bit of vacuuming to do, and then we'll start school. So if you did not know, me and Alana are into writing books now because we do not have a lot of things to do while we are in the house. So doing extra school is pretty rewarding because we don't have to do it ever anymore. I find book writing is a very fun way to express how you want to make how you would like to have a book written. So I'm working on my John because I'm into comics more, and Alana is just going to write a book. Writing, just words. Right. Mom is working on some stuff in her room, so this is what we're doing today, and we'll probably see you later.
Alrighty, you guys, so the kids and I just took a small break. It's about 12:41, so I took a break about 12:35 and just whipping up a easy cake, a dessert. This is from the Southern Keto Cookbook, and this is her glazed coconut bundt cake. And what I do is I use the base recipe. Like I don't make this, right? I just use the base recipe for the cake. I add in one thing of sugar-free strawberry jello, and I'm also using strawberry extract instead of vanilla, and I'm gonna make a honey bun cake. What I did was I looked up honey bun cake on Google, and I'm just using the directions on how they do it, but I'm using the keto cake batter for it. So I'm gonna put half of the batter into a pan. I put the honey bun mixture in the middle, and then I'll put the other half of the batter on top, and then we will bake this for however long it tells us to bake it here. I do not have the confectioner sugar for the topping, so we're just gonna have it plain with whatever's in the middle. So it'll be perfectly fine, but it's only taking me just a few minutes to whip this up. I'm gonna add in the butter and the coconut oil, and we're going to put this in our pan and get it in the oven. And then I'm going back to work.
Yeah, so pretty much you could do the bundt version if you have like a bundt pan. Or you could do the double layered version and like a pie pan.
What was I talking about?
Your
Book.
Oh, right. So I have to get through the boring part of telling the setting, and it's just boring just because it just is to me.
You're writing a book.
Right. Yeah, I'm typing a book. Really.
So the part that Alana's saying is boring, which is why I usually don't finish most of my books, is because I have to write the setting, the time, and about the people, and I have to set up everything for the main event.
Yeah.
So setting up the stuff is not as interesting as actually telling the story.
With the people talking and all, the fun stuff.
The interactions.
Do you have to write it from like that? Can you write out the people talking first and then go back and fill in the story?
Well, Mom.
Well, you can do that.
Why lead on the people when you?
But nobody's ready yet.
I know. I'm just
So
saying.
you can put your story together. Remember how we were reading C.S. Lewis when he was talking about The Magician's Nephew?
Mm-hmm.
He said it's actually the first book, but it's not the first book he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sixth book he
Those
wrote.
other books first, and then he was like, "Oh, let me just go back and." Oh well.
Yeah, once he set up the story of like actually Narnia, he went back and did like the.
Right. So you don't have to. I mean, I get it. You need your setting and all those types of things, but you don't have to make that the main
I know, Mom, but I want to go ahead and get it out of the way.
Well, girl,
That way I can go ahead
get it
and
out your way, girl.
be smooth all the way. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I'm here for all the things.
But only I have to just talk about what the setting is, and that's okay, and the time, and then about the people of the tribe.
Perfect.
And then pretty much it, I can settle on the fun part, which will be the rules of the tribe.
Yes, girl, the rules of the tribe.
Mom,
And then we
Yes,
start
lovely.
the first chapter.
when I finish with the doodle guy, can I watch somebody different?
Yes,
Like,
but I
who
want you to
can
watch
teach me how to, like,
Well,
draw,
yes,
like,
look.
figure,
Sure,
people
but we're gonna
figures.
work on the doodle guy first. What are you watching?
Oh, the Mo Willems lunch doodles?
Lunch doodles. That's what we're watching. Mo Willems lunch doodles. So I just spread this batter out. I'm making it in a square pan instead of a bundt pan. So I'm just spreading this out as best as it will let me spread it. And I am just using some spray so it will come off of the spatula easier. So it's not sticking to the spatula. Make it easier to spread.
Me and Alon have been working on different projects that involve books. At first, I was doing just words, but now I think I might be into illustrating as well as authorizing the book. Which, if you don't know, I like comic books and I do like to make pictures, but I am not very good at drawing. So I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos to help me become a good drawer.
And you're doing a good job. I'm proud of you.
But I'm still not that good yet.
But you just started, so you got to give it a minute. Right? Give it some time to
I
grow.
guess. Also, I've been learning how to type.
Can't tell them about that.
Not my favorite thing in the world.
And who's the typing teacher?
Mom.
You don't like your teacher, Jackson?
No, it's just you have to use your index finger for so much, and I don't like using my index finger. I was just reaching upwards, not down.
Well, you got to use it to... All of those letters have fingers that you type with.
I guess. But I'm almost done with it anyways.
Well, you just
Well, at least the
started.
beginner level.
Yeah, beginning level. Yeah. Where you're just really doing letters, and then you'll get to doing words and big sentences, and then that will help you in your typing. All right, so I've gotten that bottom half done. Now I got to do the middle filling. So I have to look online and figure out my ratios for that middle. So let me see if I can't find it. All right, so I've gotten this mixture part. This is a part that I looked online to see what the ingredients were. And it was a cup of brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. So I just used the keto-friendly brown sugar. So Lecanto makes a monk fruit golden, and you can use that. We use the Truvia brown sugar. That's just what we use at our house. If you like the Lecanto monk fruit, use that. It's really whatever your family is accustomed to or want to use or can afford. So again, we make those decisions based on what coupons we have, what we can afford at the moment. And then we're just going to top the cake with the rest of the batter here. Now, it's not a thin batter like you would see on regular cakes. It is a little bit more, it breaks up a little easier. So you're going to have to work with it gently. Like, it's not a wet batter. It's, and I think that's because I used some coconut flour, but that's what the recipe calls for. But every time I have used this recipe to make a cake, it has come out extremely well. Tastes just like cake to me. Out of all the keto cake recipes I've ever made, Southern Ketos is the best consistency-wise, the best that tastes like cake to me. And again, everybody has their own different, taste of whatever they think. So I have gone to using this as the base of every cake I make. This is the base of every single cake I make, whether I make it in a pan or whether I make it in a bundt pan. So I've used this to make the pumpkin cake that I made over, when did I make that cake?
A long time ago. Maybe a few months ago.
It was a few months ago, the pumpkin cake. It was around Christmas time.
Or the vanilla toffee cake.
And the vanilla toffee cake. That was
and the first time you made it with the strawberry and the coconut.
When did I make that?
The first time you made it, it was based off Miss Landy's cake.
Oh, we made the strawberry cake. Like my sister makes a strawberry cake. It's almost like strawberry hummingbird, something kind of thing mixed together. And the first time I made her recipe, I used this base cake layer, and it was very good. And nobody makes a strawberry cake like my sister. I mean, her cake is amazing, amazing. And so I just used, and the one thing that she did tell me to add in, that she adds in hers, was the Jell-O, the sugar-free Jell-O. Now, again, some people don't think that that's keto. So I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just doing what works for me. I did weigh this week, well, last week, and I was down 1.2 pounds, which this is the lowest I've been since I started the keto journey. I think when you're home, like in these instances, even if you're home on vacation or whatever, you can tend to get into the snacks a little more. And so we've just made a conscious choice to eat portion sizes and try not to snack overly much. And for me, so far, it has worked out. So again, this cake batter is not the loosest, so it'll take some gentle smoothing. I was just trying to make sure that I covered up the brown sugar as best I can. This is going to a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes, 40 minutes. We'll try 40 minutes and see what we get. If it comes out clean in 40 minutes, we'll know it's done.
55 minutes.
Well, I just want to make sure that I do, how many minutes? 45. Well, let's just do 40 and see. We can always give it more time if we need to.
Though for bread, I think it'd be that's not the sola bread. For bread, I think it's maybe number 2 besides the banana bread.
Do we like the banana bread?
It's good, except when you don't mix in the baking powder.
Oh, see, baking powder, even when I use my sifter, it still don't act right. I have to get the aluminum free, and I have just been picking up whatever's been on sale. All right, we're going to get these counters wiped down.
So anyways, Mom, as I was saying.
You were saying, oh, did I interrupt what you were saying? My bad.
No, you're fine, Mom. As I was saying, the fairies and the elves and the dragons have united against the humans.
For your story.
For my story.
The dragons and the elves and the fairies.
Because the pixies lost to the fairies in the war.
Oh.
Anyways, so they've united against the humans because of the, he's not a wizard, I'll say alchemist. Because he uses chemicals and scientific formulas to do what looks like magic.
Oh.
Though it's not magic.
Okay.
Anyways, so he has been a deadly threat, and the humans have united with each other. There's I don't know how many kingdoms. I'll figure that out later. But they've united to fight and take over the land.
I need probably a clean rag just to wipe.
Both think they're right, but one will be victorious.
Alana, will you take these to the
So basically, it's anybody's battle. Anybody's match, actually.
So I just want to show you guys something that happened here. The refrigerator, the piece where you use to open the fridge broke off of our refrigerator. And some people in this house say, oh, Mom, we told you about that. I don't remember that conversation. So it was hanging off, and I just took the screws out of here, and it opens just fine doing that. I mean, some fridges have that, side open. So it's okay. I have been wanting to get a new fridge because we've been having some issues with it since we heard the hurricane. Actually, we need to wipe this down. Somebody grab what's your name? A wipe, and let's wipe this fridge down and these handles as well, please. Quickly now. But anyway, until we can get a new fridge, that's what we're working with. It's not pressing on the list, but that is what happened yesterday.
Okay, friends, so we have pulled the cake out of the oven. If you feel the camera jerk, it's just because I have the hiccups, and it came out beautifully, kind of done, and it looks pretty brown on top, though it still has that pinkish color. You can't really see from the side, but you can kind of see where the brown sugar is, and also where the cake is. Looks more gold and then pink down there. I kind of wish you had smell-o-vision so you could smell this. Alon put a hole, poked it with a toothpick so we know it's done. Looks kind of dark, but that's probably because of the brown sugar. So yeah, it looks delicious, and I can't wait to try. Alon got a cake.
So just a small piece.
Seems very easy to cut through. You should make about 10 slices.
Okay. Yeah, a little something to put it on this little plate.
Probably should make more than 10 slices if they're that small.
I don't know. I want to just make it. Ooh, uh-oh. I don't want to cut it out with the knife.
See that nice square shape. Get to look in the inside.
I don't want to break it.
Do you want a spatula, like a flat? You can see down there, there's a few remains.
This is what a piece of the cake looks like.
You can see the line where the brown sugar is there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of dark, but that's because the brown sugar cooked really well. So it looks good. So that's how the cake turned out, and we hope it tastes great. So I'm going to do a little taste review, and we'll see how it tastes. Okay, here goes the strawberry honey bun cake. I'm gonna look at the camera, not my face. So you can see, try to get as best as I can without dropping it. If you can see, that black line is the brown sugar. And this cooked really fast, so you might not want to put it in for 40 minutes. It's good. Pretty good. Again, cook less, but it is good. So that is how the keto strawberry honey bun cake tastes. So if you can find the glaze, I'm pretty sure it would be really good. Hi guys, we're at another part of the vlog. This is maybe about an hour later than the last part, and what you see here is a little Christmas gift I got from my dad. As you can see here, those are what looks like bones. I am doing a dino dig site, which it's where you dig up a dinosaur that can, well, you get a bonus when that glows, but you dig up dinosaur and then you put the skeleton together as you chisel it out. Anyways, on the back, it shows you what there is and what it's going to look like after you finish. And there's a picture of the dinosaurs and some instructions on the back. So it's just a little activity that I'm doing. You can see Ilan over there. She is working on her story. And you can see Mom working on school. Well, work, I guess. I don't know if it's school. But that's what we're doing right now. So see,
Here's what Jackson's been working on for the last couple of hours. What is this called again, Jackson? A
Dino dig site.
Dino dig what?
Site.
He got it in a box. It was like a discovery, one of those discovery education things. And so he has this little tool that you have to dig around the blocks. Oh, look, it's called
Hammer and chisel.
Dino dig site is what he got. This is a diplodocus. Dig, discover, and build. So he's getting all of the pieces. He's finding all the pieces. And then he'll be able to put them back together into what it looks like. So it should look similar to this guy. And you get a glow one. He glows in the dark, right? Perfect. He's been working on this for a couple of hours, actually. A couple of hours. But we're getting ready to start cooking dinner because it is 4:45. So I just got off from work about 4 o'clock, a little bit after 4. I was doing some last minute things. And we're going to make a Mississippi roast. We're going to do it in the Instant Pot. And I'm going to add in, actually, Alana, let's look for some carrots and the radishes. And we'll throw the radishes in. So the kids just got the dishes out. Jackson did some vacuuming, right, Bubba? Yes. And we're going to get this kitchen floor swept and then mopped because it hasn't been done in a couple of days. I do want to go outside to my pantry storage and see how we're looking outside and then make some decisions for the next couple of weeks. So the governor was on the news earlier. He did a news conference. Originally, we were out of school. Well, our county was out until March the 30th. And we just found out via his, press conference, that we are going to be out of school until May 15th. That's North Carolina schools. Virginia, somebody posted, is out for the end of till the rest of the year. So Virginia's done. North Carolina, we have until May 15th, which our end date for students was like May 27th. So we'll see. We're still waiting for any additional information to come from our superintendent. We're just going on what was said from the governor during his press conference. So I'm just looking at things to make sure that we have everything that we need. I'm actually probably going to need to get ma'am some more food, but I'll get her some food. I think we have enough to last through Friday. You think?
Probably.
And I'll get her some more food on Friday that'll last us through the whole month of April, maybe. We usually try to get it a month at a time. And we put it in the freezer if we don't use it all, if the bag is too big. Does she have water?
Yes,
okay. So the kids and I, that's what we're getting ready to do. I'll help slice those up real fast. So we're just going to slice up some radishes because we use these like potatoes. And we're going to do a Mississippi roast. I have this is pork butt steaks. I know somebody asked me what did I use. This is a pork butt steak. It's not very big, but hopefully it'll be a good meal for us. And we're going to add in the carrots, radishes, and that'll be it. What is that? The cabbage. I might do the cabbage. I'm not real sure. We were so pleased. All right, you guys. So I had a phone call come through. So I went ahead and did the radishes at the bottom, the carrots. The meat is under there. And then I have this. I just decided to go and put the cabbage in. Hey, we'll make it a one-pot meal and call it a day, right? This is the brown gravy packet, ranch dressing, and just some water. So I'm going to pour that in. And I'm just going to pour a little bit more liquid in there, just so I don't get the burn. And I've decided to make it into a, use that water, make it liquidy. Because if you just pour the packet over it, a lot of times it just does the burn. Because that gravy and such doesn't dissolve. So I just started to make it into a... Doesn't like that for some reason. There we go. So I've got the valve closed, and I'm going to put this on meat, and I'm going to do it for 35 minutes. Is everything right? We just did one pot. So I put the sauce, I'm at the roast in, the chuck roast. I'm just gonna taste that to see.
That's good.
It's done to me. The bone fell out, so
Just gonna give that to Ma'am.
we usually keep that out for ma'am. And then we have our radishes
And the cabbage.
and the cabbage. And it's just like one big meal. And the carrots, I probably could have let it cook for a few more minutes, but it's okay. We did 35 minutes in the Instant Pot, and then we let it kind of natural pressure release for about 10 minutes or so. We're just pulling those out for ma'am. But this is gonna be lovely and yummy, and we're gonna enjoy eating it. And we'll probably have enough for dinner and maybe for lunch with the chicken, because we had 3 chicken legs left over from last night. And we use those radishes kind of like potatoes. And I didn't put a lot of carrots, but I did put carrots to fill it out before I decided to put the cabbage. So we're gonna dish that up, and the kids and I are gonna eat dinner.
Also, one interesting fact about the strawberry cake we made. If you make it in like a certain size slice, you should be able to get about 15 slices out of it, probably.
And the only thing we didn't have was the powdered swerve to do the topping.
So it was really good, and should make quite a few slices once we slice it up.
Ready, Allie or Gabe? Both of you.
Eurasia.
All right, here the kids are FaceTiming, Facebooking with their youth pastors. Say hi, youth pastors. It's Pastor Gabe and Pastor Allie. They're just doing it, getting it in. Can't see the kids. Everybody's social distancing, so they're using what they have, a little Facebook chat. The kids are having a great time, right?
I know, Yolanda. It's a name.
Child, let me go.
Like
Bye, y'all. Okay, bye. I'm about to start my ladies' meeting. We are getting ready to study from or chat. Sometimes we do in-depth Bible studies, and sometimes we just do a book that is biblically based or has biblical principles. So this month's book, since we started 2020, we do a chapter a week. We try to do multiple chapters, but sometimes the material is just too much to get through, and we want to make sure that we hit everything. But this is Uninvited by Lisa Turkhurst, and we enjoyed this. We are on chapter 11, 10 things you must remember when rejected. And we're going to be talking a little bit about things that are happening during this coronavirus pandemic. So we're only going over 5 things tonight because there's a lot in those 10 things. So next week we will actually double up on chapter 11. But we do want to invite you guys to come along and hang out with us any Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The call-in number is for ladies only, but the number is down in the description box below. You're always welcome to come and hang out and chit-chat with us. We would love to have you with us. So anywho, there's about 10 minutes or so before I'm supposed to get started. So I'm going to prep myself for that and see what else is going on after we get done with the teaching. Well, why not?
Because he's too tall.
Too tall?
He's sitting on a pillow.
Right. So now this is our new working situation. I've got Mom's computer, 2 of them, and Jackson's computer. He's sharing his desk with Mom. What are you working on, Jack?
Typing.
With those shoulders back.
No.
Shoulders back. Trent Jackson.
Man.
I don't forgot which kid I'm talking to. Shoulders back.
But I don't know how to do that.
Look at Mom. Look, watch me.
Relaxed.
Yes, put them back like that. That's how you do it properly.
Properly, Jackson.
Jackson,
Properly.
don't hunch over. It's not good for your back. Look at you. That was so good, the way you did that. Now you got to make your shoulders span out a little bit, like this. Make it go wide. Make it go wide.
Right.
Why am I talking to myself? Do you like typing, Jackson? Don't look at your fingers.
I guess.
Why are you practicing your typing?
so I can get faster.
No. What are you working on?
Typing.
For what?
Not a lot, Mom.
For your story that you're writing?
I'm still typing with one finger.
No, are you kidding me right now? You can't type with one finger on your...
Yes.
No, that's why you're doing it slow. You gotta practice all those skills. Look at Mom. Did I put those letters on your hand?
Yes.
Yes, I did, so you can remember. Feel for those bumps. There you go. And what are you working on, Alon?
My story.
You could be working on your typing too.
I know, Mom, but I was getting at a really good place.
Okay, Barbara, I'm gonna need you to
I'm
get.
on the 4th page. And there's a lot of words on these. I have 1,577 words.
Okay, but I'm gonna need you to have 1,577 keyboarding lessons. So let's get to it, Barbara.
Okay, Mom. Right after this part about the library.
Okay, how long do you think that's gonna take? Walk me through.
I don't know. Right now, she's talking about what
Oh,
it feels to be in there. You know, give the details and, you know, what it feels to be in the library. She loves it. You know, she can smell the air, you know, and the knowledge and the adventure in each book. The words floating off the page and orbiting around her. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, girl.
That's how I feel in the library.
Oh, okay. Lovely. So can I get my keyboarding about 12:15?
Okay, then. That means
Okay.
no time to waste.
Get to it, sister. All right, Jack. You living your best life? That's right. That's how you got to do it. You got to remember it. You good? Hey, you guys. So it is 4. I got to see because I can't have glasses on. 4:13. I'm off from work now. And we are going to be cleaning up from lunch. I got something on my nose. What in the world? We are going to be clean. Oh, Lord. What in the world? My microwave. Oh, no, friends. What is this? Oh, Oh, no. The Lord is not pleased with that. Y'all gonna have to do something better. So who's working on dishes? Mom will work on the microwave and anything else that needs to be worked on, please. Let's move. What, lovely? Oh, okay. Here, I'll show you. So we're going to be it's 4 something now. Although let me see. Push this one in. And then the legs fold. Go ahead, push. There you go. We got us a table from the Goodwill, oh gosh, months and months ago. And I used to use it to do some work on, and now Jackson's able to use it to do some of his work. And then I had another table that I got from Goodwill some months ago, and Alana's been able to use that one for her work. So it's now 4 something, maybe 4:15, and we have been doing home projects. No, we've been doing homeschool. And even though we all school in the same room or with each other, we don't really get a chance to do family stuff. And so what we're going to be doing now, if I can stop my ring light from falling over, is just taking a few minutes to kind of get the house back in order and work on a few projects. So I'm going to put you guys up on the tripod, and then we'll just have a little chitty chat and check in with everybody. So I made take my rings off. I made a solution of bleach and water, and then put that in a little bowl. I'll eat it for later. That has bleach and water, and then we just put clean rags in it so that we didn't have to, you know, use up so many Clorox wipes. Well, we couldn't find any Clorox wipes at the time. And so I have these clean rags. And I'm just going to take a little bit of time and clean out this microwave. Because really there's zero reason why the microwave looks like this. So, and then what we'll do is we'll take the dirty rags and just throw them into the wash. And then they will already be, we'll just refill the bucket with new clean rags. Because we have clean rags coming out of our ears. We just, they're, you know, old washcloths or old, I think for a church event one time I bought a whole new package of clean rags. And I don't like microfiber cloths. Here, will you dust that off? That's all. Just shake that off. I'm not a big fan of the microfiber cloths. I don't like the way they feel. So I had bought a whole package of cleaning rags. And then another lady at the church had bought a package of cleaning rags. We had done an event one time. And so she just gave them to me. She's like, here, Miss Shakema, I don't want these. So I brought those home. Yeah, thanks, hold on. And I've just had them. And, you know, you collect different things. So I wanted to have a quick chat just about, you know, a lot of things that I'm seeing in different groups that I'm in. So I'm in a couple of frugal family groups, and I hope you do. I apologize for not looking at the camera at the moment while I'm trying to clean. And I know that people have been getting their supplies and stuff ready. Now, a lot of groups that I'm in are groups that are very frugal. And a lot of people like me, I'm one, I used to be more, stock up on things throughout the year. And so I had made a post, and an individual responded to my post, and I was like, oh my goodness, can you show me, you know, show me a picture of your pantry closet. I was interested in the comment that she had wrote, and because I'm a visual person, I just like to see stuff. Give me ideas. Yes, I steal ideas. That's all I'm saying. Just let me live my best life.
Are we done with the soup?
If we'll put that last little bit in the thing, Bubba, I'll eat it tomorrow. And then somebody on the post started coming for her. They're like, oh, that's hoarding behavior. You shouldn't do that. And I almost cut the comments off on that post because, first of all, we don't know how long somebody has been saving. Just because we see a picture doesn't mean they went out and started hoarding today. One of the other ladies, she says, well, I have about a year's worth of supplies at my house. Is this stove off? It feels hot.
Because it was left on.
Oh, okay.
I turned it off a while ago.
But it's still warm. Okay, yeah. Be careful, y'all. Make sure we turn it off.
Right.
And she says, I keep a year's supply of stuff in my house. And I was like, oh my word, that's awesome. So as we go through these next weeks, months, however long, please be mindful, because we don't know what people have saved up, or, you know, like I said, I'm a couponer. And when I was at the height of my couponing, when I was getting, you know, all items, including a lot of processed things, I had a lot of stuff in my house. And that wasn't because I went out to the store that day. It was because I had been, every week, I coupon. So, that's a little better. It's at least clean now. Okay. And then we'll take these two clean rags. Jack, will you throw those in the washer and bring Mom 2 new clean rags when you get done? Perfectly fine. We don't know how people have saved up their... I got these reusable wipes, Jackson. I'll use these. Well, no. Give me the clean rags because... Oh, no. These say machine washable. I'll use these.
Okay.
So I can throw these in the machine. This is something I got from Dollar General. I don't know how long ago I got this. We were cleaning out in the laundry room the other day, just going through all of my big cleaning bags. And this was something that was in the bag that I just had bought, I don't know, a while ago. And I had never used it. So this is 8-pack. So I'm going to put 4 into this bleach solution. And I'll get Jackson to just, well, I'll keep these down just in case I need to change it out. And so now what I have still is that top not fitting anymore? Oh, there. Now I have my bleach water, some other clean rags, and those reusable rags. I'm just going to put it back in the bottom of the pantry. And then the extra ones I'm going to put in the bottom of the pantry as well. And that's been saving us because we were unable to buy any Lysol wipes. That I went to the store, this probably was about 2 weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and they finally had some, and I was like, no, I'm gonna be okay, I'm not gonna buy any. And right after that, there were no more to be had in the town where we live in. People can't even find toilet paper still. I was in South Carolina the other day, and we went to one store. They did not have any. We ended up going to a Dollar General as we were making our way back home, and they had some. So we got 2 of the 6-pack rolls. They were only $1. And I told Alana, I said, I really wish we had gotten a few more rolls. Not to hoard rolls, but they didn't seem to be in the situation we are in where we cannot find it at all. And that was about 2 hours from my house. So, it's not like I'm going to be able to go back and get any. But we had some. One of my sweet subscribers that came to the ladies retreat actually ended up bringing me a large roll of toilet paper and paper towels. She is a fellow couponer as well, and blessed me with those. And if she had not blessed me during the ladies retreat, I would not have had toilet paper or paper towels in my house, because I just buy them every week, you know. So once everything is over, I'm going to go back to trying to learn how to coupon at CVS and Walgreens, because at CVS and Walgreens, those are the places where I can really get the paper goods are usually a good coupon situation at those stores, or Dollar General. I don't want to do too many places because I don't have a lot of free time, but I'll do the things that I can do. No clue why I'm out of breath. Probably because I haven't been exercising, but that's okay. I've been at my desk, just at my desk getting stuff done. Anyway, so that's clean. I do want to wipe these counters down, Jackson. So let's get the counters wiped down, and then if you're done with your dinosaur situation that you were working on yesterday. Okay, well then the box part can go in your room. And then I'm going to take you guys out to my garage and let you see what we're working with as far as food stuff is concerned. Because we are going to our grocery shop tomorrow, and I'm going to be trying to come up with a good list of things that will last us at least for a week or 2. Like I said, Mecklenburg County is going on a shelter in place, Thursday, the 26th of March. We have not been told in the county that I live in that we're going to a shelter in place, but I don't want to hear about it and not have the things that I need. So I'm going to walk you guys out to my garage, and we'll see where things are. We stand in really good shape. We are in good shape. We're in good shape, right, Alana?
Right.
With meats and stuff?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're in good shape with meats and stuff. So we feel perfectly good. We have our pantry inventory. These are things that we still have in our pantry. I think it's good to know what you have, and I think it's good to use what you have. So I may even do a series called Use It Up and just show you, hey, we've got some different items. What could we possibly put together as meals? And I'm also going to be doing a video on homeschooling or schooling from home, because actual homeschooling and what a lot of people are doing because schools are closed are not the same. Homeschooling, what I do as a lifestyle for my children, is very different than schooling from home because you have to. And I realize that a lot of people have been thrown into that situation, and it could be a challenge. And I do want to share just some tips and tricks, some things I've learned over the years that might be helpful for anybody who finds themselves in that situation where they are schooling from home, whether they have resources from their schools or whether they're trying to find resources out there on the internet. So a lot going on over these next couple of weeks, and we're just going to roll with it as best we can, just like everybody else. Again, the kids and I are doing very well. I'm so blessed to be able to work from home to have the ability to work from home. Now we have to request every Friday. We have to put in our request for the next week, because we're not sure, never sure if you're going to have to work that week or not yet. As of right now, we have optional teacher work days. We can work them in the building. We can work from home if it's approved, or we can take leave. So we're not getting paid just to get paid. You either have to go to the building that you work in. You have to work from home with an approved, and we have to log our hours. We have to log our minutes. We have to log what we did. And I mean, it's just a whole big thing. Or we have to say, hey, I'm not coming in. I'm taking annual leave. So I have about 234 hours of annual leave, and I have about 160 some sick leave hours, which is probably a little bit over a month or so in leave. But I don't want to use it if I don't have to. And I have donated leave to some people that have been out, like on FMLA, and they ran out of days. So over the last year, I know I've donated several different people days. I had one lady, I donated her 10 days. I had another friend, I donated him a week, maybe more than that, that was out sick. So I have used up some of my days. And again, I want to make sure that I have enough to cover myself. So I'm just working from home. Now tomorrow I have a funeral to go to. And yes, I'm going to the funeral. And yes, we're going to practice social distancing at the funeral. We're going to socially distance. Anywho, we just buried my uncle 2 weeks ago. And we are burying my cousin tomorrow. So, he was one, Pastor Thompson is his name. He was one of the first ones to ever allow me to come and preach at his church. And I'm thinking about that right now. One of the first invitations I ever got to come and do a ladies' conference was at Pastor Thompson's church. And we just call him Pastor Thompson. He's our cousin, but we just call him Pastor Thompson. But I will be going to that funeral as a minister. I'll be going as a relative, but I'll also be going as a minister. One of the things I think is very important to note is when you are in the office of ministry, you're always working. Some people don't think you should go outside of your home, and I get it. We all have to do our part. But preachers and ministers and priests and whatever type of ministry you're in, you're never off. If somebody calls you and say, hey, can you come and pray? Or hey, can you come and, do whatever, you go, because that's the call of God on your life. So as a minister of the gospel who has been to his church and who has preached in his pulpit, I will be there at the funeral. Also, my sister who moved here 3 years ago, I think she moved here 3 years ago. She was in his church from the entire time that she was born, her whole entire life. And so she is hurting right now because even though our pastor is the same pastor now, Pastor Thompson was her pastor for 25 of her years of life. My sister's about 28 years old. 29. Okay, 29. Because her birthday is soon.
July 9th.
Yeah. Her birthday's in July. So, her and Shakema are the same age. So, Shakema and my sister are the same age, and Trandon and my brother are the same age. So, it is a lot of things. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm going to go there to support her, but I'll also be there to support First Lady Thompson and then the whole St. Mark Church, who are going through because they lost their pastor. Nobody expected. We think he had a heart attack. And we're just not sure. And then my uncle, of course, had a heart attack a couple weeks ago in New York. So we are going to be doing that. But let me take you out to the garage, just kind of show you what we got working out there and how I'm planning to move forward with the stock up. No, don't do that. Alrighty, so we're out in the garage. Okay, here we go with things that we have, right? So we have the 12 pack of toilet paper and then the 2 packs that we got from Dollar General. We had 2 packs of the paper towel, but like I said, the subscriber that came to the ladies retreat, so this was weeks ago, brought us this one. So she got us that one, and then she got us this one. And then these two we just got the other day because we cannot find toilet paper anywhere in our area. So we also have extra trash bags. They had a buy one, get one free. We had bleach that I didn't know we had. They were in our, where was that bleach? In our baskets in the laundry room. So I just brought those out here. We have Swiffer pads. We have napkins. We've been trying to use napkins at dinner time so that we're not using up paper towels. Then here, of course, this stuff I already had from, see, I get them when they get the tags on them, the yellow tags. So I just got those. Oh man, I don't even remember how many grocery hauls ago. So these aren't things that I just bought. I've had those things. And as couponers, it's just stuff that you do. So also this was given to me by the subscriber. She's a couponer as well. That's why I ended up with some lovely things. Oh, all of those are floss. I have a friend, her daughter is a dentist. And so she always brings us extra floss. And look, Jack, here. Let's take that out of there. Let's put it in this one right here. So we have, this keeps all of our extra, those are all from coupon trips. Now I haven't gotten any toothpaste lately because we haven't needed any. So I just have what I have in here, and that's what we have. But that's what that comes from. It's not from, you know, hoarding it up. This is trips and trips and trips, couponing, and it just builds up over time. I'm not one to think that your toothpaste is going to go bad. And if it does go bad, at least you had something to brush your teeth with. So there it is, right? I do believe in expiration dates on certain things. Toothpaste is not one of them, clearly. Not one of them. And then every time I go to the Dollar Tree, I always try to find, you know, a couple of extra toothbrushes just in case somebody has strep or, you know, a real bad cold or something. And we just try to toss those old toothbrushes out and put some new ones in there. So, okay, right. More toothpaste. Just put everything in there that we can put in there. And then I was out the other day, and I did end up buying this dish soap because we use dish soap quite a lot. We wash the dishes first before we put them in the dishwasher. And so I wanted to pick up those, and I get the smaller ones because the kids get dish soap happy and they be squirting stuff and it'd be too much. I'm like, friends, no. Okay, so that is all of those types of things in there. And, okay, over here, help me, Jack. These little things right here, right? So another friend of mine, she gets these little sample things. And so, Bubba, when you run out of shampoo or body wash, you can use this as body wash. It won't matter. It says for your hair, but who's going to care, right? Who's going to know? I mean, only you will know. Oh, I just told the friends. Oopsie. Sorry, friend. She will need to go out. So Jackson's taking this trash can back out. It was blowing away because we had a lot of windy days. And then these bags that we had out of the car, let's go ahead and put them back in the car, Alana. We got to make some more space in the garage. So everything over here that wasn't there before, those are my sister's things. Remember, she had something happen at her home, and so she ended up having to sell her house, and so she got a storage unit, but it wasn't big enough to hold all of her things. So instead of getting another storage unit that was bigger, that she could she would have to move all of her stuff to a new storage unit, I just told her, leave it here. It's perfectly fine. She'll come and get it. She was in the process of looking for a home, but she had to go away for work. And so she stopped her search, but then they sent everybody home from her job. And so now I don't think she's looking again because everything kind of is on hold right now. So I told her it's fine, but I do want to be able to move these over because I do use these two shelves for foodstuffs. So we're going to work on this. She did also bring 2 bikes. And then Jackson wants to take our exercise bike into his room. So we're going to move that out. And then all the Taekwondo stuff is going out of here back to the car. Take out the blue bag, the big blue one that we have in there. In the back.
Did take that out.
It's still in there. We'll look again. But we're going to get these things out. That out. We're going to move those bikes over because I do want to have some walk space. And I am considering getting a machine that does the water dispensing. But I haven't been able to focus on that just yet. It has not been on my savings list as of now. But I'm going to put it there very soon. So, anywho. And I'm also thinking for the summer. Because I do have an attic where I want to put at least some plyboard up there just in one space to move all of these Christmas bins and things upstairs to the attic. So we'll see. I don't want to be doing all the up and down type of stuff, so I'm not sure, but I may. But for right now, we're just going to try to clean it up a little bit in here because there is quite a few things that could stand a little bit of cleaning. Moving these watermelons. So that they're not in my way, and I can get these chairs out of my way. I'm just trying to get that stuff out of my way.
Okay, time for some push-ups. Want to do some air push-ups? Ready? Go.
Align.
You could really put some more effort in this. Are you listening?
She's not.
Effort. E is for effort.
She don't want to do it.
Okay. Drop down. Give me 20.
She don't want to.
20.
Align. Can I get some help? I'm trying to get some stuff moved here.
This is a real workout. And now I know what it feels like to be 18 pounds heavier.
Jackson,
Ma'am.
I'm gonna put these paper towels on the shelf. I'm trying to get these out of the way though.
Mom, guess how many pounds this is? Come on, you have to guess.
I don't like guessing names.
Alon,
Yes.
guess how many pounds this book bag is?
You said 1,800.
I didn't. It was 18.6.
Did you weigh it?
I weighed it.
I got you in the dog.
And when I stepped on the scale with it on, I weighed 117 pounds. So this is very heavy. Let's go get some water. Ma'am, you want to wear a weight pack like me?
No.
You want to get some weight packers? That what I do when I start working here. We just like
Yo.
3 times started. We're stopping for a little break, Mama. You maybe had some unfinished business.
Nice.
everything. But I am trying to make my garage not look crazy.
Mine doesn't look crazy.
Lies? All the
This is
lies.
Jackson's skateboard.
No, it's all the things.
Oh, by the way, they just got their fruit pops and they're getting ready to go find Leone.
Oh.
What do you mean? Who's Leone?
Yeah.
Long story.
Right.
Well, it actually is a long story. I think I'm almost on the 7th page.
Nice.
But I didn't even mean to make this long with them. Before you know it, we'll be on to. Wait, that was toilet paper?
Toilet paper.
Oh, that was toilet paper. Speaking of something else. Also, I have dog hair on my lip.
Where?
On my lip.
The dog. Here, take those.
Oh, Leone. Yeah, she's the wild one.
The wild child. She's Shakema.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I changed her name. She means
We need to put all these feminine products down
yellow
here.
flower.
The yellow
She
flower.
has golden hair.
Golden hair, girl.
Where'd you want again?
For those, all those products are going down here.
What are these for again?
Here's another one. I like the boxes beside the wall. It's easier to put them. There's 3 boxes. It's easier to
Poise or pose.
poise.
You want it looking this way?
Yes.
Okay, so do you want these little boxes here? There's only 3 of them. Yes, so.
I had those, I think, sitting on top of those small boxes. I don't remember.
Okay. If you really scoot them in there.
Yeah. Right?
Right. Now what?
Now, whatever else you can fit in there, these are just cleaning supplies. We got some personal care items. These are cleaning things. Here's the one, the trash. Thank you.
Toys. Then we have Kotex and Stay Free. Which one's your favorite brand?
Probably, always. Mine never bought me bought it always.
We don't have it always.
It's a little bit of paint in there. I want to do a wall in my room.
You want to have a yoga ball? I want a yoga ball too.
No, a wall in my room.
Well, your room has lots of walls.
Paint the wall
Oh, well,
behind.
I prefer the yoga ball. Me and Shakema can yoga together.
You and Shakema. Downward face the dog, girl. Yes, you and Shakema.
Oh, it's gonna fall off.
Yeah, it's gonna fall.
Wait.
Maybe on top of that one. Or that one on top of that one.
There's more of these.
He brought two water bottles in here. Jackson,
Yeah.
you couldn't put that in the
In the
coffee cabinet?
I did.
You couldn't put that in the refrigerator?
You didn't. And are you gonna walk around with that on your back all day?
Let him walk around.
All week, actually. And I'm gonna make it heavier next week.
What happens when you sleep? You gonna sleep with that on your back?
No.
Okay, so that's good. Now I want to try to get some of this stuff right here kind of moved over so I can get to my cabinets here.
And then that's the end.
Well, for right. Girl, bye. Just go on and let me live my best life, please. Jackson, I don't know why your what your name is over here in the middle of the floor. Skateboard.
Your skateboard. Oh.
What happened? I'm trying to move some of this stuff down just a hair so I can get to those 2 cabinet things.
This is nothing. So she can use these 2 whole rows for stocking up. Storing. Stocking up. Oh, we're storing.
Nope. I got it right here.
Okay then.
That's perfect there. Okay, these can go down just a hair.
Well, yeah, kind of cleared out this.
But I still have some stuff on the ground. And I don't know how it got down there on the ground.
Mom, that is East Learning.
No, that's gum and candy that's on the ground.
Ooh, Tic Tac. I'm keeping it.
Okay, I got it. I got this.
And by the way, this gum, don't need it. Just toss it out.
You don't like it?
No, as in it's sugar-free gum. That's what it is.
Watch out, y'all. 'Cause I got this.
Oh, she got this. No, most Tic Tac, they just say sugar-free.
Okay, let's push that this way, please. Would you take that thing off? Push. Keep pushing. One more time. Get up, Mama, help. Mm-mm. Get your knee on this bottom one. That is how you push it, not from your feet. Okay, these 2 things here are mine. So let's move those off. We'll put her 2 small boxes on top of here. These are all the Goodwill things once I get around to it, and I haven't gotten around to it yet. So for right now, let's just put them, just put them on the ground for now. I'll tell you where, because I don't know where. I need to post and see if anybody wants this, because I don't have anywhere to put this.
Spearmint.
All right, now I'm just gonna
This is also yours.
put it. No, that's not yours. That's yours. Where did I get that from?
No, that's your soda.
Oh, well, why is it in here?
Because, Mom, you had 3 other sodas and it couldn't fit.
True.
Okay, see. Okay, now.
No, put it over
This,
here.
is this Akron's food?
Yes, Mama, that's the pill that Shmee forgot to take.
Oh.
And his pill cover.
And his food box.
And the food box.
What about her? Can we get any of her stuff out of here?
Will not guarantee all these will fit, but
No, let's not do them all. Just do 1 or 2. And then we'll put the rest. Jackson, these bowls can go down to the bottom because we're not using those. I'll use that for a
this is peanut butter and bacon. Who doesn't love that together? Me. I don't love that together.
We've never had it, actually, so who knows what it is.
I don't like peanut butter and
Wait,
bacon.
one of those spearmints, Mom.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna just put these 2 in for later.
These golden ones.
Mm-hmm.
What's this for?
It was from a speech I did, a talk I had.
You ever?
I had too many.
For sure, squats are gonna be a nightmare.
What, babe?
Squats are gonna be a nightmare.
Not if you keep carrying that back. Dog. What's wrong, Leland?
So where do you think we should meet the wild child?
In Baltimore with the red.
They're not in Baltimore. Baltimore is
Okay, this can go.
Delaware.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Mom, Bloomington, Delaware.
So here's what I need, right?
No, the wretched were in Baltimore.
Listen, I need somebody to help me lift this up to here.
Look at this guy with the big muscles. With the big muscles and the big hump.
All we need to do is just lift it up. The bottom bucket. Just the bottom bucket.
The bottom.
The bottom. Take.
Oh, look. You got your space.
The bottom bucket. Up, 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 up. Move that way, Jackson. We're going straight up on top of this yellow bin. Straight up on top of the yellow bin. Wait. We want to slide it, not lean it. Maybe.
And that looks like it'll fit.
Sit it right there. That way I can still get to a couple of those. And all this stuff down here, trash. I haven't used it. I'm not using it. And then these two buckets right now, because they're not in the way, we're just going to leave them down here till we can get back to the good deal.
Let's come with the big trash.
Huh?
Not gonna Jackson another one.
Did you get those things in? This is all trash.
What's trash, Mom?
These two boxes. All
Have you used
trash.
your Alexa?
No. Haven't used.
Did I get one?
Trash.
Favorite?
Hmm?
Favorite?
Oh, Mamie.
Alrighty, you guys, and there it is. So we were able to at least get the first two shelving things cleared out. So now I can put food there if I need to. All I did was take these two boxes that were on the floor here and put them on top of my sister's other boxes and just slide it over so that I can now get to these shelves. Because as I continue to grocery shop, as this pandemic is put to bed and rested and we are moving on with life, I do plan to begin to stock up. Right now, the only things that I have stocked up on are green beans and diced tomatoes. And sometimes my store has 10 for $6 or they're 37 cents a can and you can get 10 of them or, you know, something like that. So I've only stocked up on two separate things now at Great Value brand is Walmart. So I didn't do that at Walmart. I just get a couple at a time. And this has been over the last couple of weeks. Green beans we like. Diced tomatoes we use in different recipes. These were those items that I talked about in my last grocery haul that I have for the kids in case they need to have some things, but I will not be eating any of those. And those are Jackson's pretzels, of course. These were all coupon finds, and all of those were coupons from a long while back. Down here, we just have some extra bowls, and we can move any of that if I still need any more cubby space. We did, my sister brought a couple of bikes in here. I didn't realize that, so we just moved those. Now we have a clear walk-in path if we need to go out of the garage. And then I just put that one basket up there, and then we put the bottled waters here. We do use those quite regularly, so we should be able to use those with no problem. So anyway, back into the house we go.
Hey friends, this is a few minutes after a previous part of the vlog. We just took the dog out, and Mom wanted me to explain why I have this, or my backpack, or my my suitcase backpack, like a suitcase slash backpack. It's a suitcase, but you can wear it as a backpack. Well, I have it on my back. So I am trying to get into more exercise, even though you must all think that I look very fit. I'm trying to get into better shape because I have not been doing taekwondo, which is my main source of exercise. So I have put an 18.6 and 18 pounds, 6 ounce worth of books into my backpack and putting it on my back so that I may get an extra workout and build muscle and work on stamina. Plus, I want to get faster by wearing this, and when I take it off, I'll be really fast, like Rock Lee. So, if you don't know, Rock Lee is a character from a show who wears weights to get very fast. So, I have bet Mom $5 that I'll keep this on until whenever the coronavirus is gone, from morning to nighttime, when I go to sleep and when I wake up. That's the only time I will not have this on my back, unless Mom tells me not to have it on my back because I have to move something that involves tight spaces, because I am the smallest person in the family. For now. I'll get bigger. I've also bet $5 that this is as hard as staying strict keto, which it is. As you see, I am moving around a lot to get a better workout. So, that's what's going on, guys, at the end of the vlog.
All right, y'all, so it's time for dinner, and I posted on my Facebook page yesterday, and like I said, I'm in a frugal family group that, you know, people in that group are trying to save money for whatever reasons. You know, we all have our different reasons about why we're trying to save money. And my question to the group was, if you only have 3 to 5 ingredients, what would you make as a meal? And so many great suggestions came in. And one of my friends, her name is Allison, posted, it was like a taco, it was like rotel and something else, but it was like a taco something. And it had ground meat. Oh, she had ground beef. She had corn. She had zucchini. She had ground beef, corn, zucchini, and a can of rotel, right? So I thought, oh, that sounds lovely, but I don't have ground beef, I don't have zucchini, I don't have rotel. So I'm going to do my best to come up with a dupe for her recipe using, I have petite diced tomatoes, I have 2 cans of that. I have ground chicken. We have cauliflower, which we're going to use as our zucchini because we don't have zucchini. And what other veggies do I have that I can throw in here? We have some spinach that I need to use up, so I'm going to use it. We have onions. Like chopped onions, Alana said. And then I found a dupe for the Doritos nacho cheese seasoning. And I'm trying to make that right now. And I'm going to hopefully sprinkle that in. So I don't have rotel, but I do have these tomatoes. I have a can of diced green chilies. And I'm going to find the other onions that I have. And we're going to see if we can't make together what my friend Allison made. So for the Dorito seasoning, it's 1 teaspoon equally of salt, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and chili seasoning, and cumin. And that's supposed to give you the Dorito seasoning. Doesn't smell Dorito-y to me. But so I've got my oven on, my stove on, and I'm gonna get my meat going. I'm doing 2 pounds of ground chicken. That way we'll have dinner and we'll have a lunch. Every meal have been having enough for at least one lunch. So I do want to make sure that I have enough for a lunch tomorrow. Just because it's been helping us out. Oh, Alon, will you open this one too, Lovely? I'm probably gonna need that to ground the chicken after I brown it. You know, sometimes it has those lumps. Yeah. So whenever I ground meat now, I just go ahead and put it in the food processor because I don't like those big hunks of ground meat. I just like it a little more fine. That's just a personal preference. You don't have to do that. So again, I found this ground chicken, I don't know, some time ago. And it's been in the freezer. We left it out today to defrost. So we're just gonna try to do a little Mexican, not tacos. And cause, you know, we don't do tortillas, but I think what I'm gonna try to do, y'all, we have those quesadillas. Do you think we could fry them up in some oil?
Quesadillas.
The quesadillas, to make like some little nacho chip things. You wanna try that? Maybe. We have some of those carb counter tortilla wraps. Do we have any?
We do.
Let's go ahead and get those cut. I'll put another pan over here. Maybe we can do some oil and some butter or something and just fry them up and then, you know, cut them. And then maybe we can toss them in this seasoning. Maybe that'll work.
Wonderful.
She don't want to do it. And then she'll be the first one. Oh, Mother Mom, this tastes so lovely, Mother Mom. Oh, Mother Mom.
No,
Okay.
I didn't say I wanted it.
Lies.
I'm just saying.
The lies. The lies. I got a little bit of onion.
I didn't get more onion.
Can I have the more onion? Jackson, may I have a trash can, Mother? So I'm going to get this going. Oh, oops. What in the damn? My onions didn't want to come out. And you over there about to break your leg.
No, that was...
Jeanette?
No, it was something.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
What kind of pan? That pan over here?
The mid-size one?
This one?
Yeah, that'll be good enough. That can go back. All these seasonings can go back.
He looks like he's, you know...
Alone. Let's put a teensy bit of brown sugar in there.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
How about you always thinking what I'm thinking?
Because, Mother Mom, I put brown sugar in almost everything.
You're right. All right, y'all. We're going to get this meal stirred up here. And we'll bring you back as soon as it looks like something. Okay, so here's what we have. Looks like I lost a piece of spinach. Whoopsie. We have 2 pounds of ground chicken. I've got some chopped onions in here. And then also some spinach. See, that spinach just cooks down so much. And you don't really get a lot of grease from this. You get a lot of water. So we are going to drain this out in just a little bit. Well, maybe we'll leave that water in. Because I don't want to have to put extra water in it. So I'm trying to chop out some of these big pieces. I only put salt in there because we are going to add some taco seasoning. Now, I didn't make my own this time. We don't usually do a lot of tacos. And we're going to do like some bowls.
A bowl. Yes.
Like just some bowls. And then I took those carb counter wraps. I took 4 of them. And I used a pizza cutter. And I slice them to make like little chips. So we have here some oil and some butter. As soon as that gets hot, we're going to fry these in. And then I have a little bowl that has some of that copycat Dorito seasoning, and we're gonna shake them around after they go in there, and hopefully it'll all come out nice. We're gonna add cauliflower to this as soon as I get all my meat browned up.
Okay, maybe the rules won't be made. There's some pretty good rules. I've already thought of one rule though.
Alana, let me have that.
Don't hunt. Mom.
Can they fit?
Yeah, they can fit.
So I'm just gonna take this chicken out dump it in here with this cauliflower because it's already just in here, and just try to ground it up a little bit finer. And then it's all going right back into this pan.
What am I doing?
Well, right now I just want you to watch that oil. It's not hot yet. So I'm just trying to make these big chunks not be in here. I'm going to ground this in the food processor. Where's the top for it?
The number one rule is you have to attend church on Sundays.
You must.
That is a rule. But I don't really feel like anybody really up here. You did.
Yeah.
We want you still have to ground that up.
Yeah, that other side I do. Just wanted to be able to get it out. Can I have a just like a paper towel, something to get that out there?
That's why I said 25 rules would be perfect.
Now it looks green. That's because of the spinach. You don't have to have spinach. Like I said, we didn't have any other veggies, and I was trying to use up some that we had. So we're going to put tomatoes in it and taco seasoning, so it's not even going to matter. My butter and oil is hot, or getting hot. So I'm going to add in my chips or my tortillas. Tortillas. And we're just going to get a quick fry on those and flip them and then pop them into the seasoning. So we'll bring you guys back when we have a little more to show.
Oh, we put them
On a plate.
Wait, yeah. Okay, diced green chilies in. Tomatoes in. Flip the chips. No, I got them. It's fine. Flip the chips.
So hard.
These will come out in a minute. We'll put some more. Oh, they look lovely. 2 cans of tomatoes. I'm going to put in my taco seasoning. I'm not going to put any extra water in there because there was water already, and then the tomatoes have a seasoning there, have water in them, so I don't want to over water it.
Is it ready to go?
Yeah. Unless I have to. I'm gonna check my water to see. Jackson, will you grab Mom a little more butter, please? So Alana is doing the chips and Mom is adding the next ones in. And they're going pretty quickly. Hmm?
Yeah, nice.
I can get one. Watch out. And we're just working in partnership because it is going pretty fast with the chips. So I just want to be working in partnership with her so that our chips don't burn. Because we want them to be crunchy. We don't want them to burn though. So that's how we're working that. We're just going to flip these over. And we'll see if they're going to make a good Dorito chip or not. I mean, we'll know after this time. And then for this, I am just going to put the top on this.
Excuse me, Jack.
And just let this cook through. Leave it there, brother. So I'm just putting the top on that. I'm going to let that simmer. I'm going to add in some of this too. got it?
Are you ready to count?
Yeah. So we're able to get about 4 of them in at a time into this fry pan that we have so that it doesn't, you know, cook too fast or overcook. I think I might need oil instead of my butter. It's browning too fast.
Oil!
Thanks. We're going to add some oil in next time because the butter's kind of browning really fast in here. Anything for the trash can, Bubba? Thank you. It might. So again, we did 4 of those tortillas. If you can see, there we go. And we just put. Well, I cut them in 8 pieces.
Okay, 32.
Yeah, let's do a bigger plate than that. 'Cause that's not what I have. And this is what they look like. We put that seasoning on them. That's what they look like. So again, this is just seasoning. Simmering. And we're just finishing up the chips. Yes, Jack, you can take the trash out now, bud. And again, we like to cook and work at the same time. So that way when we're done with dinner, we can enjoy dinner and not really have to worry about the cleanup part. And we're trying to put the seasoning on them when they're still wet, fresh out of the frying pan so that it sticks to them. And then we're getting the next ones in. Partially, we don't want our oil to get too brown. I don't have like a Fry Daddy or a, what do you call that thing? That new thing I wanted to get, but I don't have it.
Alright,
Air fryer.
air fryer.
Because I think they would work in the air fryer as well, but I don't have one. So, of course, we'll just make it work as best we can with what we have. And we just took a bowl, put some of that seasoning in the bottom, and then we put the chips in, and they're coming out very lovely. We'll get Jackson to do a taste test on one of the chips and see what he thinks. Okay, these are going to be ready here, sister.
They're ready.
As sister takes a chip.
No, I didn't take a chip. I take the little droppings off the chips.
Nice. The little droppings off the chips.
Slightly sweeter and slightly saltier. And not quite as ranchy, but it does taste like a Cool Ranch Dorito.
I didn't put any ranch.
I know. Well, that's because the ranch don't have a lot of seasoning, so it's going to have to compare it.
Oh, okay. I think I need some of that. I know a while back, a lot of keto people, they use this kind of cheese stuff. Can't remember what the name of it is called, like Anthony something or Mr. Tony's or something. I can't remember. Anyway, that might give it a more cheesy flavor, maybe. Okay, these are the last 4. And then we're gonna be ready to plate up. All right. All right, we're gonna have Jackson give this a test and let us see what he thinks. So I just added in a little bit of Colby Jack cheese on top. I'm gonna let him just have a little tiny bit. I found a few extra diced green chilies in the fridge, so I just threw those in on top. We're limiting his dairy intake, so I'm only gonna give him just a tiny bit of cheese. And then see what he thinks about it. And then you can have a chip, buddy. Here, I'll give you a fork. Oh, maybe you don't want a fork. Y'all, my child is walking around with this backpack on his back for exercise.
It's 18 pounds, 6 ounces.
18 pounds and 6 ounces of I don't know what is in that bag.
Books.
Books.
My very heavy stuff. That is good. It's delicious. It's hot. It tastes, you can really get like the Dorito. And it kind of reminds me of when we have the Doritos and Mom's hot cheese dip with the beans and the meat. Overall, a very good meal. You should definitely try. Again, if you don't have some of the ingredients, you can substitute them for others. And
There it is.
that was good.
Alrighty, y'all. So there it is. We're going to call it a vlog here. This is a long one. I've already started putting some of the clips in. It's pretty long. I'm actually going to go over to one of my frugal family groups and do a Zoom call with some of those people over there. I will post out on the community tab if anybody wants to do a Zoom call with Shakema to make myself available to you guys that way. So anywho, there it is. Thank you guys so much for stopping by our channel. If you like this video, thumb it up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.